Are you ready?
Well, it's time! It's time! It's time!
Hailing from Dunkin' Donuts, from the great state of obesity,
Hulk Hogan!
What?
But to be the man, you gotta beat the man!
I am the best in the world at what I do.
I'm a man! I've got a beard! Oh my goodness!
respect you, Booker man. It doesn't matter what your name is.
Hip bone connected to the leg bone.
Shut up!
It's me, Austin! It was me all along, Austin! And if you're not done with that, then he's got two words for you! Oh yeah!
Look at that, he's got a commode lid.
Oh my goodness!
Woo! I don't even know if that's PG.
I want you to listen to me. I have a lot of things I want to get off my chest. I hate this idea that you're the best. Because you're not. I am the best wrestler in the world.
If you're a man, you don't cry about it!
Let's get ready to rumble!
Hello and welcome once again, WrestleBros, one and all, besides that sad husk of a human being known as Kane Highland II. May God have mercy on your soul, because, well, none of us will. I am theArrow, and joined with me, as always, for WWE broadcasts, is the one, the only, Mr. superbroly.
What's up, guys?
We're here to talk a little bit about SmackDown before we get to Raw. We got a lot to talk about today because my computer had a catastrophic meltdown, which was well chronicled within the topic, and I lost everything, and I was out of commission for a good couple of days, and tears were shed, lives
And not
were
a
lost.
shit was given that day.
Yeah, but ironically enough, one man stepped up to the plate and saved the day.
Good old Jeebus.
I know. The last of the outlaws saved the day.
I'm pretty sure Jeebus is a law-abiding citizen.
No, man, he's the last of the WrestleBros outlaws.
I think at some point, it's like saying The Undertaker's an outlaw. He's not an outlaw. Everyone likes him.
He was always just because you're an outlaw doesn't mean you're hated. I mean, look at Robert Dillinger. Everyone loved him, and he was taking people's money.
Yeah, I don't know who he is.
Robert Dillinger?
Yeah.
Is it Robert Dillinger?
Did he win the Royal Rumble or something?
No. John Dillinger. Oh my god, I feel stupid. John Dillinger.
Still not in my
He
face.
was in a movie. He was the subject of a movie starring Johnny Depp a couple years back, Public Enemies. He's the reason the FBI has so much power these days. Yeah, he was a bank robber.
That's cool.
He was like voted like sexiest man alive.
You know who got second in that vote? Me.
No, you didn't. You know why? Because you still can't bag Frenchie.
Oh man, that hurts.
Also, D. Young's suspension is up,
Hooray.
so he's about ready to get those days. He's gonna have to train extra hard to stop taking days off.
Sweet.
Wait, WWE announced on October 6, 2011 that the NXT contestant had been suspended for 30 days due to his non-compliance with their drug testing policy. On the subsequent episode, an NXT program host Matt Striker implied that Darren Young had been eliminated from the competition due to his infraction, as he referred Derek Bateman and Titus O'Neil as the final two competitors. Which is funny because on the NXT website, he's still listed as an active guy on the show.
No one cares about NXT.
Come on, man. You know you love No Days Off Darren Young.
Honestly, I forgot what he looks like.
He looks like John Cena, except black.
Okay, cool.
Come on,
Another
you know
Johnson.
that.
I forgot, man. 3 months rule.
He hasn't been gone 3 months.
To the real world, he's been gone.
For a year. Over a year, actually. When was he kicked out of Texas?
I don't remember.
Not important. Alright, we got SmackDown to talk about.
Sweet. SmackDown. I forgot what date this aired, but it was a great show.
It aired on the 4th.
Sweet. Download this.
It was another fantastic episode of SmackDown. It's the best weekly
episodic television show.
Wrestling television show on TV right now.
It's true. It's true. Although Psych has some wrestling references, it might have a contendership here, but
I don't know about that.
Regardless, SmackDown. We don't want to talk about.
We opened with Orton and Cody.
Don't recap everything.
I'm not going to.
because
I'm just gonna go through the matches and whatnot. Orton and Cody was a great street fight, and usually street fights are stupid because of all the gimmicks used. But they did this well, and at the end, Orton bagged Cody.
Yeah, poor Cody. Oh, they broke the mask.
Oh yeah, that's right. They cracked the mask, and Orton did his little he did like an eyebrow shrug or whatever you call that. It's like,
yeah.
Look what I did. And then after that, we had a Ted DiBiase versus Tyson Kidd match nobody cared about, and they talked about the DiBiase posse the entire match.
Sweet. Ted DiBiase. Ted DiBiase was always one I thought would be the star from Legacy. I hated them both. I hated them. Well, you were supposed to hate them both. They were heels.
Yeah, okay. I mean, but I didn't see anything in either of them.
I saw Ted DiBiase being a star. And
WWE. So they put him in the Marine 2. To get him over.
The time when Randy Orton punted Dusty Rhodes, that Raw went off the air with the crowd chanting, Cody, Cody. And I thought that was the moment they should have pulled the trigger and had them turn on Orton.
You think that was the genesis?
That could have been the moment.
Okay.
But then they waited too long, and there was no point in... It was too late for the underlings to go over, so they just had Randy Orton win.
Of course, and basically what was going to be a squash match at WrestleMania. Well,
it was a decent match.
I thought it was really stupid when he did the double IE DDT.
That was freaking cool. What are you talking about?
It was cool as a spot, but just like way to say these guys are worthless.
They are worthless. I mean, they didn't make themselves do anything until Cody went crazy.
What about when he was dashing?
Overrated.
Okay, I'm not going to argue that. I'll have cheese in the program for that. He can tell you how great his man crush is.
It's
I'm
true.
not going to be the one. We had Mark Henry backstage talking with Matt Stryker, and then he saw Daniel Bryan, and he's like, "You got a briefcase. I see you looking at me. You won't cash that Money in the Bank briefcase in?" And he's just like, "No, I'm eating at the food table," which is for some reason conveniently placed right next to the interview area.
Well, yeah, because once they finish interviewing, you get pretty hungry. It's like
the problem was that was probably Mark Henry's personal food table, and Daniel Bryan was violating his space.
Mark Henry cannot purchase a personal food table. He's not rich. I mean,
he's a World Heavyweight Championship.
It was probably Del Rio's. I mean, I think he just owned the arena.
Right. And so then Mark Henry has booking ability and says that the main event will be Bryan versus Henry.
He said he was going to go talk to Teddy Long.
Oh, yeah, okay. My bad. Yeah, that did happen. I recall now. Next match, Alicia Fox versus Natalya. Alicia Fox wins. Stupid.
Who cares?
Yeah, exactly. I don't care at all. Oh yeah, I guess Alicia Fox, didn't she come out in like a fox hood? I think she did.
Who cares?
Fox Leap cares.
Who cares?
Okay, anyway, Big Show comes out and says he's gonna knock Mark Henry out every week. That he doesn't get his title rematch. Christian comes out and they have a stupid little back and forth. And then, insults the South and stuff like that. It was stupid. Christian then gets...
It was fine. What are you talking about?
I don't like Christian anymore.
Well, I don't care what you think. Christian's still a good worker, and he still can cut a promo, despite what his gimmick is.
His gimmick is killing his promos. Like, I mean, yeah, his delivery is fine. His work is great. I'm not going to argue that. But just, like, every single, time he says he's told to say something, it doesn't It doesn't feel right.
It feels fine. I completely disagree. You know.
Whatever. Our next match is supposed to be Christian versus Sheamus, but of course, because of the knockout punch, Christian is unable to compete. Sheamus is like, what the fuck? Then Wade Barrett comes out and he's like, I'll take his place. And then Sheamus is like, fine, I'm Irish and I like to fight. And so they have a battle.
It was a good match.
It was a solid match. Very solid.
Barrett and Sheamus will one day headline a pay-per-view.
One day.
One day, it'll be for a world title.
In the distant future.
It'll be a good match. They work well together. They're very stiff.
It's the
Vintage Japan.
connection.
Yes.
Barrett pinned Sheamus with a roll-up after Christian distracted Sheamus.
Yes, and then Christian speared him.
Yep.
It was cool.
Added insult to injury.
Right, and it looked good. It was a good-looking spear, too.
And then after he come back from commercial, Sheamus is beating the shit out of Christian, and then Barrett comes in and starts saving Christian. Then they're separated by security and an Uso.
Yeah, not the other Uso, because the other one's in jail.
No, they're not. They've been working. The guy's trial for his drinking and driving ticket has been pushed back.
Oh, well, I thought he was in jail.
I think in the Observer it said November 30th.
Do you really read that trash?
I read some of it. I usually skip all the MMA stuff. You know what's a completely useless publication is the Figure 4.
WrestleBros podcast.
Dude, come on. Come on, man. You don't do this to me.
I appreciate all three of us, the other people listening to this.
Not you, man. Not you.
I said 6 episodes, and coincidentally, this is the 6th episode that I've been on. We don't count those other ones that I haven't been on, you know, because no one cares about those undercard people.
But you said it would last 6 episodes, and we are way past that mark. We are shooting the moon here.
Barely.
Anyway.
I don't know if it counts if no one hears this.
It definitely counts. This happened. This event happened. There are at least 2 witnesses to this event.
I'll forget it by tomorrow.
There's 1 witness and a recording. Okay, moving on. Backstage, Big Show is just like, I'll be in your corner tonight to watch your briefcase, beefcake. And then Daniel Bryan's all confused and shit. And he's just like, well, okay. After we have that exchange, Sin Cara, he faces Epico or Orlando Colon, or in FCW, he's known as Tito Colon, who's actually involved in a very important stable in FCW.
Our resident FCW expert, theArrow.
The Ascension, featuring Conor O'Brien, Eddie Guerrero, and Vicky Guerrero's bastard daughter.
You could have just called her by her name.
I don't know her fucking name. Some really ugly, unfortunate-looking girl.
Yeah, poor her.
And then some other guy. I think it's actually Mike Dalton, who's one of Lance Storm's students with a developmental deal. Yeah. So anyway, what was it? Epico actually put Sin Cara in I want to say it was the Gory Special.
Yeah, he did. I think we remember arguing that not all Mexican wrestlers use the Gory Special. That proved me wrong. God damn it.
Anyway, Unico interferes and they double team Sin Cara, and they nailed a sweet double team move. I like that.
I don't remember what it was.
I think they apparently, according to this, they messed it up and they did it again.
Well, what was the move though?
Yeah, God, I want to say it was like an Irish whip, and then I don't know, for some reason I want to say it was like a cutter, but it wasn't. I think it might have been they throw I don't know what you'd call that. They basically, one of them, or Epico, throws Sin Cara into the air like a gorilla press, and then Sin Cara catches him and does like a cutter or something. I don't remember. I like the move. That's all I remember. I'm
looking it up right now.
Neato.
They are WWE's version of Mexican America. It's pretty cool.
Or LAX.
Oh, they threw him up and Epico threw him up and Hunico caught him in a powerbomb.
Okay, that's what I thought. I wanted to say powerbomb, but I wasn't sure.
Pretty cool.
Yeah.
Can't wait for a flag to block the whole video.
Right, well, anyway, that just means that Sin Cara is going to get a tag team partner soon enough, and we're going to have too many luchadors in our hands.
Can't wait.
Do you expect to be ever now?
I don't think he's officially been signed yet, but
He's waiting for the call, is apparently the word on the street.
keep sitting by the phone, darling, because it's not coming.
Or it could be one of those luchadors that they tried out when they were down in Mexico.
You know, it'll probably be that dude from the 50s.
Who?
In FCW, the guy that looks like he's from the 50s.
Nick Rogers?
Yes, it's going to be Nick Rogers.
I hate Nick Rogers. You shut your mouth. Anyway, main event for SmackDown. World Champion Mark Henry defeated Daniel Bryan by DQ when Big Show was a lumbering oaf and got pissed off and knocked out Mark Henry. And then he tried to convince Daniel Bryan to cash in on Mark Henry when he was knocked out because Big Show's a douche, and when he wants the World Heavyweight title, he wants to beat tiny Daniel Bryan.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. I was thinking, he might seem like a good guy trying to get D-Bry to win the world title, but he's just like, man, it'd be so much easier to beat D-Bry than it would be to beat Mark Henry.
And, Daniel Bryan is just, he's, so out of it. He's just like, what? Cash in? We're at WrestleMania? Okay. And so he's just goes up to the ref, he's like, I want to cash in. And then he realized that Mark Henry's stirring, so he tries to hit him with the briefcase. And then Mark Henry's just like, fuck you, World's Strongest Slam. But he never
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
He never cashed in, thankfully.
Good thing.
Yep. And then so Holla Holla, who would show up but Teddy Long on his first appearance of the show. It was one too many appearances for my comfortability.
I love Teddy Long.
Fuck Teddy Long. He announced that Big Show versus Mark Henry will happen at Survivor Series.
Sweet.
Holla holla.
This storyline has actually been pretty good. Despite the workers in it, Big Show, Mark Henry, not always putting on good matches.
Considered, they did what they needed to do to make Vengeance a good pay-per-view.
Yeah,
It's their match.
Mark Henry is at the top of his game. Big Show is a decent worker. Nothing like what he used to be, but he's still can bust it out every once in a while.
Who would have thought that at this point in his career, Mark Henry would be at the top of his game?
We believe in you, Mark Henry.
All
I've
the
never
shit
doubted
that
you.
he's had to go through.
It's true. And now,
one title reign.
And it's going to be the best title reign of all time.
Of all time.
I'm so glad Mark Henry finally won the world title.
See, this is where you can tell, I'm just looking at the dark match for tonight's Raw, and this is where you can tell that WWE has no idea what they're doing with tag teams. Where the Usos defeated Trent Beretta and Derek Bateman. Derek Bateman's been working as a heel for 3 months or so, and Trent Beretta's been a face since day one.
It doesn't matter about jobbers' dispositions because they can change on a moment's notice and no one will care.
I guess, but whatever. I know it doesn't matter. I'm just saying. Okay.
It's like JTG being a heel tonight is like.
He was a heel. He's been a heel for months. He's been a heel for over a year.
But he turned on NXT and no one watches it.
I was watching.
Alright, sweet. NXT had 2 viewers.
It's like 7,000, dude.
Yeah, they totally inflate that number.
I don't think you'd want to say only 7,000 people are watching our crappy online show that we take and have put all this money into to produce.
Sounds better than 2.
That it does.
Alright. Anyway, SmackDown...
I think if only 2 people watched it, you'd say, exclusively viewed, there's only 2 people who got the exclusive viewing rights to this program. That's what I'd say. It's like how they spin the, oh shit, our movies suck so much that only three movie theaters would actually take them on. They say it's like limited release or like exclusive. Only these theaters have taken on the exclusive rights to watch this or like.
I've seen one WWE production. It had Stone Cold Steve Austin in it.
Oh, not the Departed. God, the Condemned.
Yes, the Condemned.
That one's okay from what I've heard and what I've seen. I have watched That's What I Am.
Oh wait, I forgot about that.
That's a good movie.
It was a good movie.
It's a thumbs up for me.
Randy Orton was definitely pitch perfect.
No doubt about it. Homo hating Ed Frio. Look out.
True. It's true.
And then I've seen,
no one cares what you've seen. Let's talk
the
about
Triple
Raw.
H movies. I've seen both of those. Anyway, Raw opens tonight. John Cena comes out. And Cena, he got a big pop, didn't he?
He got booed. What are you talking about?
He got a huge
We had an insider, Valmont, saying Zack Ryder and someone else were the only two people that got cheered. CM Punk, yes.
How could CM Punk not get cheered, though?
CM Punk's an asshole.
Whoa, where's this animosity coming from?
Didn't you read the post where CM Punk tried to get Valmont's doctor friend to get thrown out from backstage?
Why was he backstage?
Because he's a doctor.
Okay.
He's taking care of everybody.
But WWE has their own doctors.
Not in England.
They can ship them over.
Yeah, but that's too much money.
Well, maybe if this doctor...
It doesn't matter how the doctor got backstage.
Yes,
the point is...
does. If he's not supposed to be there, he's not supposed to be there.
Well, he obviously was supposed to be there. I mean...
I don't know that. Melina tries to get backstage every other week. She's not supposed to be there.
He was talking to John Cena. I'm sure if he wasn't supposed to be there...
John Cena talks to a lot of people.
Jesus. It's not the point. The point is CM Punk tried to get him thrown out, and that's messed up.
We got to meet Josh Matthews. That's like one of my old...
That was Valmont, not Valmont's friend. We're talking about how CM Punk's an asshole.
Well, how many friends does Valmont have?
Probably a lot. More than you.
That is true. I have one friend.
Sucks.
He could be...
Is he a doctor?
No, he's
Well, yeah, you're worse off, sounds like.
Sounds like it. But then again, I also don't have that British politics stuff. Yeah.
It's true.
Moving on. Cena hyped Rock's appearance on Raw. Next week, woohoo, 3-hour Raw. At least Mick Foley will be there.
Maybe.
He will be there. He's back on being advertised. He was taken off for like a day.
But he was advertised for that one show in
Boston, which is the 3-hour Raw.
No, where he actually showed up at a house show.
Yeah, he's been doing all the Raw house shows on the UK tour.
Wow. It doesn't mean he's going to be on television. He wasn't on television this week.
He's being advertised to show
Lots of people are advertised. I mean, when they advertise a dark match, it does not mean it's going to be on TV.
It's called a dark match.
Well, look, when you have the promotion coming to town...
I understand the card is subject to change.
No, they always advertise, like, John Cena defends the world title against The Miz, and they'll show that match to the crowd, but then that won't be on television. They'll keep the word, but...
I understand this.
Then what do you understand about Mick Foley might not be on television next week? Just because he's advertised doesn't mean he'll be on TV.
Okay, now I get what you're saying, but I'm pretty sure when you bring The Rock in, you're usually going to bring Foley in.
Why would you want to try and upstage The Rock with Mick Foley?
I don't think Mick Foley's going to upstage them.
Oh, well, that's where you're wrong, buddy.
Oh,
because
really?
The Sock was the anchor of that tag team.
Okay. I'm pretty sure if you asked most of the audience what the Rock and Sock connection was, they would have no clue.
We don't have an audience.
I'm not talking about our audience. I'm talking about the WWE live crowd audience.
They don't even know who The Rock is.
Good point. Alright. Miz and Truth interrupt Cena, and they talk how they're going to beat Rock Cena at Survivor Series. It was revealed Awesome Truth will fight Cena and Zack Ryder tonight. Pretty much.
Well, yeah, Zack Ryder came out and saved John Cena.
And they're in the main event. Hooray, we're getting the match that we didn't get 2 weeks ago. Yay!
Last week.
Was it last week?
Yes.
Oh, it was last week. Yay!
Zack Ryder made himself into a star. It's incredible.
I know. I look how far he's come from being the nobody WrestleBros indie darling. I mean, ECW darling from all the way
I don't even.
I remember people talking about I remember people talking about Zack Ryder since the topics began.
I don't remember Zack Ryder really being that important in ECW, or like that liked in ECW. I know
he wasn't like huge.
I mean, he wrestled Christian for the ECW championship, but I don't think anyone really cared about Zack Ryder at the time.
Who didn't wrestle for the ECW championship though?
Any ECW original?
You got a point, actually. Wow.
Exciting.
But yeah, no, Zack Ryder, I remember him always having a following in at least our topics. I know maybe not before that, with the live crowds or really much anyone.
Yeah.
But in our topic, people would mark for the one pant leg.
Oh yeah, that was a sweet outfit.
He admits it was an idiotic idea.
Well, what does he know? Fuck.
Right, if he came out with a one pant leg these days, who even gets the idea to rock one pant leg? I'm sorry. Who was the first person to do this?
It doesn't matter. Zack Ryder made it popular.
Right, and in our opening match, we had John Morrison versus Dolph Ziggler, the U.S. champ, in a non-title match. Anything you want to say?
John Morrison is back on television and not losing.
Right, and Michael Cole said he had not won a match since August.
I feel like it might be longer than that, but
isn't that when Melina was released?
I don't remember. But that wouldn't be surprising.
Yeah, so that's been, 1, 2, 3, about a little over 3 months.
Exactly.
12 weeks of TV.
Yeah, 3 months old.
Guy.
Yeah, I forgot what his name was until they told me.
Oh, right. You just forgot that he was wearing a shirt that said Jomo Sapiens will eat your lunch.
Yeah.
The worst shirt since APA's Always Pounding Asses shirt.
That wasn't a bad shirt.
Right, because the homoerotic overtones weren't enough.
I think if you watch wrestling, you're alright with any homoerotic overtones.
Yeah, so people are going to buy that shirt and wear it out in public?
Sure. If you find me a shirt, that shirt, and pay for it and ship it to me, I'll wear it.
Why can't I just get it sent to your house?
That's just whatever. If it gets to my house, I'll wear it.
Okay. Anyway, Morrison won. I don't even remember how he won. How did he win?
He did a move.
He did a move.
No, he won with I think he won with the crucifix pin.
I know he didn't win with Starship Pain.
Yeah, no, he won with the crucifix.
Wasn't it a flying chuck kick or something?
No. Dolph Ziggler rolled him up, and then when Morrison kicks out, he countered into his own pin and got a 3 count.
Okay, that's fine. Mason Ryan defeated JTG squash match next.
Mason Ryan surprisingly didn't get that big of a pop. Batista chance. Jason T. Gardner still on television, I guess.
Is that his name?
That's no, that's what Jeebus' gimmick from an EWR was.
Oh, okay.
Jason T. Gardner.
Okay, because I was gonna say the GTG stands for Just That Gangsta. That's what it legitimately stands for. So it's just if that was his real name, this might have been sort of brilliant. But obviously it's not. Anyway, Zack Ryder.
Mason Ryan used to use the Jinder Mahal's finisher.
Oh no! At first he went into the Master Lock.
Yeah, and then he did the Full Nelson Bomb.
Slam.
Yeah.
The Master Lock Slam.
It's exciting. I'm surprised he knows more than 2 moves now.
They're teaching him the simplest of moves.
That's great.
Yeah. Anyway, Zack Ryder backstage telling the Bellas this time, this is the genesis of The Rider.
The Rider Revolution can't be stopped.
Except for was in the main event, but that's for another time. Yeah, and they're just like, woo, you know it, hooray, yada, yada, yada.
Hey, they hit on Zack Ryder. He said call me, and they probably called him.
Then they realized that he's balding, and they said, no.
He's not balding. I think it's just because he spikes his hair.
No, he has a bald spot. Legitimately, he has a bald spot.
I think
he's a balding spot, dude. And you know, because he uses a lot of product in his hair, it's destroying his follicles, so they're never gonna grow back. Shit's not
alright.
It's the price of style, brother.
I guess so. I don't use any product. My hair is all natural.
Yeah, I'm sure you also have a buzz cut.
I don't. I've got my hair cut short a few times.
Okay, whatever.
And I hate it.
Alberto Del Rio defeated Kofi Kingston in a fairly quick match with cross-arm breaker, and the worst cross-arm breaker was applied here. He tried to do the float-over thing. Just wasn't happening. I don't know why Kofi couldn't do it. I mean, I don't know what was up with Kofi that wouldn't let him float over and then just apply the stupid hold.
Honestly, I didn't pay much attention to this match.
Yeah, there wasn't really much to note other than Kofi, he went from like a suicide dive and he just completely missed, and yeah, he took a hard bump off the old floor. He also had a nice high crossbody, which I like because he can jump real high. That's
his only redeeming quality.
Yeah, it's one of them.
He is the Rob Van Dam of WWE at the moment.
He can also do a Ron High. SOS. Cool.
So he knows two moves, crossbody and...
He also knows that Enziguri, Trouble in Paradise.
Yeah, not that impressive. Kofi, you suck. I hate you.
Okay, jeez. Why do you hate him?
I told you, he's the Rob Van Dam of WWE at the moment. And Rob Van Dam was never all that good.
But he had Rolling Thunder.
I guess so.
Rolling Never like mind. Thunder, always drawing a crowd.
I guess Rob Van Dam.
Gonna wanna be with me. Yeah.
No, Rob Van Dam was a good wrestler. You know, for like the first maybe 20 times you saw him wrestle.
When he was Robbie B in WCW.
Well, after that, you had seen every single one of his matches.
Well, yeah, but it was still pretty amazing.
Not really. He could get really high and also do a frog splash.
Okay. Well, Punk and Del Rio. Actually, no. After the match, Del Rio was like, "Oh yeah, I won, hooray!" And then he put the cross-arm breaker back on Kofi. Punk came out, and then we abruptly went to commercial. After the massive pop.
Yeah. Cole was putting over Punk, dropping some pipe bombs.
Yeah, Punk was massively over. I'm pretty sure everyone in that entire building was wearing a Punk Best in the World shirt. At least it looked that way.
Yeah.
So Punk and Del Rio go back and forth with Mike. Punk basically calls him a coward and just says he sucks and that he's boring and he's a one-note character. Always talks about his destiny and crap, and then Del Rio tells Punk that he should call off the match, which is stupid.
Mm-hmm.
I don't get that. And then they brawl, and then Del Rio runs away as per usual. Punk hits Ricardo with the go to sleep.
For like the 18th week in a row.
Right. I didn't really care for the segment. They killed Punk.
What?
Del Rio actually had heat. I'll say that. Del Rio actually had heat this week.
It's because CM Punk had so much good heat. CM Punk buried the shit out of Del Rio in his promo.
He did.
Oh my, like, Jesus Christ, like,
yeah,
Del Rio looked like a little boy. It reminded me of when Jay Lethal tried to cut a promo against Ric Flair in TNA. And Jay Lethal was just...
funny shit, though.
Jay Lethal was just a scared little boy, and Ric Flair was a man. And that's what I got out of this promo.
He's a
Alberto
god.
Del Rio.
He's a wrestling He's a wrestling god.
Yeah.
You can't take on a wrestling god. Just ask
And that's what I'm comparing this to. It's Alberto Del Rio acting like a little boy against CM Punk.
Del Rio looked like a deer in headlights during when Punk told him that he was a one-note character, and people, when they go back and watch this on the DVRs, they skip over a section. He was just like, oh, "What do I say to this?" Caught him totally off guard.
It's true.
Because Punk is one of the few guys who doesn't have scripted promos.
He wasn't ready for a pipe bomb.
No, he wasn't. But like I said, they just kind of killed Punk's character by bringing him back after a week after not being on TV.
That was a long time ago. Get over it.
No, it's not a long time ago. And
it was like 2 months ago.
Jeez, no, it wasn't.
No one wanted Punk to leave in the first place.
We didn't.
We wanted Punk to win the championship, and then after that, we still wanted Punk, so Punk came back. Everyone got what they wanted, but somehow everyone's trying to complain about it.
No,
and by everyone, I mean you.
I was saying since day one that he shouldn't come back for a while.
Well, yeah, he shouldn't have, but...
What do you mean? Jeez, if they would have kept him off TV, they would have still... When he came back, he still would have been the hottest thing. He still would have been white hot. He was red hot when he came back, and then he's just gone back to being a normal main eventer.
That's just... That was the inevitable. It didn't matter when he would have come back.
Yeah, but you had lightning in a bottle. And you could have kept that running for a lot longer than what you did. You turned what could have been a year worth of material into a month and a half.
It doesn't matter. WWE...
2K.
Get over it, man. WWE blows their load too soon. We all know this.
So you're just going to accept that?
Yes!
Why?
Because there's no use in complaining about it. I mean, fuck. I watch wrestling to be entertained, not to nitpick and complain about everything.
I don't nitpick and complain about everything.
You totally do.
No, I don't.
Every segment, you're like, this is very interesting. I guess so.
Shut up.
I don't know. Every time you start talking about something, you're just saying, man, this wasn't that interesting, or I didn't pay that much attention.
What do you mean? I take notes mostly. I'm the one who usually takes notes. What do? Sit there and do nothing.
I watch and be entertained, because I like to enjoy my television.
Right. You just sit there and accept everything. You're just a zombie at this point.
Yeah, that's exactly what I am. I'm a zombie. Because I can enjoy things.
No, it's not even that. It's just you can't call something shit when it is.
It's not shit. CM Punk is in the World Championship match. Everyone got the angle that they wanted with CM Punk winning the championship at Money in the Bank. Everyone was happy at the time. And now, CM Punk came back. The problem with what they did was they shifted the focus from CM Punk to Kevin Nash. That's the issue here. CM Punk's still the same old character. It's just that that's where they messed up.
Oh, you're done. I thought you had such a great thing going there. I thought you were just ready to drop
a pipe bomb.
Yeah, exactly. Anyway, Jack Swagger beat Santino Marella via ankle lock. I don't know what they're doing here with a Santino Swagger feud of sorts. I mean, Swagger's not on the Survivor Series team.
Yeah, he is.
He is? Oh.
Yes.
Must have missed him then. He just kind of blends in,
They're just trying to get Jack Swagger some heat back and
they can't.
a better way. Just like they killed CM Punk, who still gets the loudest pops of the night every time. Right? His character's totally dead.
He could be a lot bigger. That's all I'm saying. Could be a lot bigger. And then we had probably the worst segment of the night. Actually, this is hard. I like the main event. I like the main event and everything after Kevin Nash. But Lawler coming out to introduce Kelly Kelly to do the stupid Maxim cover spread, that's fine. It's fine. But then, I used to like Beth Phoenix and Natalya a lot. But now this whole, we're gonna make you cry, and they have to say it in this this stupid voice that they do or whatever, you know?
Beth Phoenix and Kelly Kelly have the worst promo voices I've ever heard.
You mean Natalia?
Yeah, sorry.
Just when they're saying this whole, we're gonna make you cry. Like, it's one thing when they were cutting promo, or like even just talking before this, but when they're doing this, we're gonna make, what does this even mean? What does making them cry accomplish? Does it assert your authority over them? Like, does it prove that you're better than them?
Have you ever bullied someone in your life?
Yeah, I bully you all the time.
No, like legitimately picked on somebody.
Like physically?
Yeah, like in elementary school.
I don't really resort to violence. Like,
I mean, you don't have to like punch their faces.
Yes, I bully people, but I mean, it's just part of being a guy.
Did it make you feel good?
I got some laughs out of it.
Because that's what's happening with Beth Phoenix and Natalia. That's what makes them feel good. Bullying other people. Specifically, Kelly Kelly.
The whole focusing on tears is just really weird, and the way they say it, there's no explanation given, you know? It just seems
That's
really
just what gets them off, man. Different strokes for different folks, and tears get off Beth Phoenix and Natalia.
Whatever.
I mean,
I'm glad you liked it, but you seem to
No,
like it.
I said that they have the worst. I'm just trying to justify it.
You just said they present their opinion the worst, but it's still perfectly fine.
Yes, I'm just justifying the argument. I'm not justifying the execution. I'm just justifying the argument.
Right. And what was the best justification for David Arquette winning the World Heavyweight Championship?
Vince Russo?
And that's perfectly fine, right?
No.
It's just a good idea, right? I mean, I'm sure if we were talking about
the justification
about this, you would have been perfectly fine.
The justification for Vince Russo or for David Arquette winning the championship was to get publicity for WCW. You know, they're saying, "Hey, David Arquette is a pretty big celebrity at the time. You know, if he wins a world title, if he wins a world title, more people are going to want to tune in because you know he's a celebrity." That wasn't very smart, but that was the thinking.
And
I don't know why it's so hard
to
to announce anything. Huh?
And Vince Russo winning the title?
Vince Russo has an ego, and he wanted to be a star. And he was too vanilla midget to be a wrestler. So when he got into creative, he was just like, I'm going to turn myself into a star. That's why he put himself on television. Because he wanted all the attention. Because he's an egomaniac.
Uh-huh.
I don't understand why it's so hard for you to analyze anything.
That doesn't even take it. Whatever. Johnny Ace introduces Kevin Nash using the Rock House NWO theme. And he tells everyone that he should have buried Triple H back in '95, but Shawn Michaels said, no, this boy has potential. And then Nash says, he'd be nothing without me. And now he's got me stuck with his stupid Legends contract? This is ridiculous. I am Kevin Nash. I am the greatest even today.
Kevin Nash used a lot of insider terms.
He did.
And no one cared.
I'm sure you thought that was perfectly cool, right?
Just because I can figure out a justification for something does not mean I approve of it.
Basically what you're saying is, I think of excuses so everything's okay.
Yeah, I'm just saying, everyone always says that stuff makes no sense when it really does, and they're just trying to complain because it wasn't a very, you know...
No. I don't do that.
Yes, you do. You do this all the time. You're saying, this didn't make sense, or this sucked. And I'm trying to give you explanations as to why, you know, why it happened.
When I say that, things legitimately have no rhyme or reason, or not even a logical conclusion to something.
And then I explain it to you, and you go crawl into a corner.
No, I don't. I just say, how can you honestly think that? And I just shut up because I don't want to get into a huge argument about something that you're never going to agree with me on.
I'm just... whatever.
Yeah. So anyway, Kevin Nash just says, Oh, I bashed your skull in, Hunter. I hope your head doesn't hurt too much, even though apparently you had a fractured vertebrae, which means a broken back. But you'll be back or broken neck. You'll be back in 5 weeks. We can settle this at Survivor Series. Oh, wait. Oh, yeah. No, yeah, they will. They will settle this at Survivor Series, won't they? Or will they? I'm trying to get... No, I think they'll be off by a week, won't they? The game will come back stronger than ever.
Can't wait to see Triple H versus Kevin Nash again.
Hey, dude, it worked in, 2003? It'll work now.
If I remember, that match was not very good. Their Hell in the Cell match was not very good.
You'll think? Anyway, backstage, Johnny Ace, David Otunga, and, they're being, sinister.
It's true. In his bow tie.
And then, they bump into CM Punk, and he's just like, I'm gonna be the next WWE champion! And David Otunga says he looks like a gas station attendant. And then Punk is just like, well, that's only as cheesy as this. Would you like regular or unleaded? Or something like that. Or premium or unleaded. And then he punches Otunga. And then who would show up but Alberto Del Rio? Oh, now I remember what Laurinaitis and Otunga were talking about. They were talking about Brodus Clay not debuting. And I was angry, because I really wanted to see this.
Yeah, I did too. I was really looking forward to Brodus Clay coming back.
And they're like, Brodus is special. We can't just debut him in Liverpool.
Yeah, it was funny. That was good way to get heat.
Agreed. That was good and creative, and it wasn't like, hey everybody, we're in Liverpool, or the, geez, I really hate the smell of Liverpool.
Cheap heat is good heat.
Well, I mean, they did this more tastefully.
Yeah, they did a good job, yes.
That's all I'm saying. And I liked it. How do you like that for analysis?
Exciting.
I know, riveting.
This was the start of David Otunga's main event push. He will eventually face CM Punk for the World Championship.
How?
This planted the seeds, man.
Actually, you know what? I wouldn't even put it past him. You know why? Because he's in cahoots with Johnny Ace, and he'll just be like, you know who really deserves a title shot? Me, David, the A-list Otunga. And I'm going to drop the verdict on Mr. CM Punk.
And he won't kick out, because the verdict is most devastating finisher in WWE.
Hey, remember when the verdict got reversed by the Rough Rider?
Yeah, that was funny.
It's very appropriate.
It's true. Zack Ryder did beat David Otunga.
Yeah, it was great. Loved it. And after Punk is beating Otunga, Del Rio attacks. He gets destroyed by the food table. And some popcorn spills onto him. And then now it's time for our main event. This is a good match. I really like this. How about you?
I'm just glad Zack Ryder is finally getting put into long matches, because...
And he was protected this match.
And he was protected this match. Yes, John Cena... Well, yeah, he didn't get pinned.
The only thing I had a problem with was after Cena was pinned, he was just like, oh, no big deal. Whatever.
Well, it makes sense, because he wasn't knocked out when he got pinned. He was cheated.
I know, but he should be angry that he was cheated.
He wasn't.
It's kind of like, alright, I lost the match, no big deal.
I guess, but I mean, he knows that wasn't the big match. His big match will be at Survivor Series. He's okay with losing one, I guess, because he's a goofy guy.
But once I can work with The Rock, that's when it really counts.
Yep. And when they lose that match, he's going to be pissed.
Jeez, Rocky, you really screwed the pooch on this one.
No, he'll be a little more angry than that. He might say a bad word or something.
He'll say ass at worst. He might say bitch.
Anyway, this was a pretty cool match. Zack Ryder and John Cena worked really well as a team.
Yeah, they did. They got some real chemistry there. I think it's because John legitimately wants Zack to succeed.
Yeah, he does.
And that really shows.
Yeah, he really put over. He really put him over.
He even put on the Broski sunglasses, and they did Broski boots in tandem, and then they did They also did 5 knuckle shuffles in tandem, where Zack Ryder out 5 knuckle shuffled John Cena.
Wait, when they did the broski boot, Cena hit R-Truth in the face.
Yeah, you know, the funny thing about that is Truth took so much abuse in this match.
Yeah, yes he did. Truth got beat up.
I mean, first he took that bump outside of the ring and he just hit his head so hard off the mat. And then he just, like, kind of shakes it off and he gets to the corner just kind of, like, dying over there. But he's still, like, standing. And he's clearly concussed. And then later in the match, Cena just clocks him in the face with the broski boot.
I wouldn't say he was concussed, because if he was concussed, he would not have been able to continue.
Yeah, he would have.
Not very
Miz
well.
continued after WrestleMania when he hit his head on the concrete.
Yeah, but Miz is different. Miz is special. Miz is white.
Oh, wow. Wow.
I'm just saying, if my experience in the NFL has told me anything, it's that black people can't play with concussions.
Yeah, neither could Troy Aikman.
He was part black.
Or Jay Cutler.
I can't say he was part black.
He's diabetic. There you go. And Aaron Rodgers didn't play last season with a concussion.
So, cool.
Whatever. Anyway, enough about football. We're here to talk WWE. And,
yeah.
Miz and Truth. What did Miz hit right before? Miz, damn it. What they get on? What they he hit on Cena? I know it wasn't the Skull Crusher finale. It wasn't the Wizard of Oz.
It was just a big boot.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. They had Cena down on his knees. He hits him with that big boot, that running big boot that he does to a grounded opponent, which looks very effective. And then he pinned him, and R-Truth held on his legs while Mike Chioda was none the wiser, and they got the win. Really good finish. Liked it. I guess Cena will win next week. We're 2 weeks away, right? We're 2 weeks away from Survivor Series.
I don't
It's the
know.
27th, right? 27th. Actually, no, it's the 20th. It's the 20th because I remember it was on WWE.com today.
Okay, well,
And
20th
it's
is...
12 days away. So
Yeah.
Yep. So yeah, we are 12 days away from the Survivor Series.
Yeah, Rock's going to be on Raw next
3
Monday.
hours. 3 hours.
Every time Rock comes on television, it's a 3-hour Raw, and he's on television for 15 of them.
The birthday party wasn't 3 hours, was it?
Yes, it was
Oh my God, I can't believe
the
I
worst episode of Raw in forever.
I can't believe I sat through all of that.
God, I know.
I can't believe that was 3 hours.
It was a terrible, terrible
That
time.
was an ordeal.
And hopefully this will not be as bad. Hopefully they don't recap Rocky's career. Hopefully they don't recap Cena's career. Hopefully they don't recap anything involving Cena or Rock.
They could recap the lead, the build, from like
I
the road to WrestleMania to
hope they don't
WrestleMania,
do that.
then to this. I mean, that would make sense.
They just should put Zack Ryder on television for 3 hours.
I don't think that would be a good idea.
I would dig it.
Yeah, for like the first hour and maybe an hour and a half.
Yeah, I know, but whatever. Not important.
Okay. You want to preview the card, or do you want to wait a week to do that?
Then, yeah, wait a week.
You sure? Because we have most of the card. I mean, they pretty much have a full card if they wanted.
Yeah, but we need to wait in case they had some random match. Cody Rhodes defending the IC title against somebody.
But he's in the Survivor Series.
Oh, fuck. Whatever.
Which probably means they'll have an IC title defense on SmackDown either tomorrow or next week.
We'll see. I don't even know who we
We defended against, they might try and build up DiBiase again. They could try Morrison again for no reason. They could even try Tyson Kidd for all I care.
I guess.
It'd be nice to say they tried Daniel Bryan.
No, he doesn't need the IC title.
But exactly, I mean, he's got the money in the bank. Which I think would be interesting if they gave him the IC title and then they actually made it seem like it was an ascending title these days. You know?
I guess. He could
IC
be...
title is one step, you know.
He could be the first man since Triple H to hold both the World and the Intercontinental Championships.
Yeah, he could. But I doubt they'd ever do that with that.
I don't think he could walk with that much gold. You know, the extra 10 pounds would probably slow him down.
Well, he's also dropping a briefcase, you know. And he's a vegan. Doesn't even own TV.
I'm saying 10 pounds, you know. That might be too heavy for him.
You do bring up a valid point. Any other news you'd like to bring up?
WrestleMania sold a lot of tickets.
And I've got tickets.
And Arrow's going.
I'll be in the hard camera side.
Bring a sign.
WrestleBros.
It better be relevant to us.
316.
I'm sure someone will come up with ideas.
I'm pretty sure they will as well.
But I'm not creative enough to come up with a good idea.
And your life partner Jeebus suicided again.
It's true. Rest in peace.
How does it make you feel?
Very sad. He's a good friend, and for the next 7 days, I don't know what I'll do.
You'll probably
even though I can
text him.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. That's exactly what you'll do.
That's exactly what I'll do.
Well, I think we're done here today.
I think so.
We ran about as long as a regular show.
I think we've actually cut it a little shorter this time.
We did.
Because we didn't ramble so much.
And we covered 2 shows, so
true.
Good for us. Good for us.
Right.
We are boss. And now you can get back to watching Tiger Mask 1 versus Bret Hart from 1982.
Oh yeah, I missed the entire 1999 Royal Rumble.
Oh no.
I was excited, man.
You know who wins.
No, I don't. But I wasn't watching wrestling in 1999.
Okay, well, whatever.
Maybe I was. I don't remember. It's a long time ago.
For superbroly, I'm theArrow. This has been WrestleBros Podcast for November 11th, 2011. And have a good night, morning, noon-ish, whatever.
Everything.
It's a long day.
Yes.
Later.
And I hope we made your day a little longer.